Breaking news, my wonderful people, it's happening. Unbelievable. Supreme Court dismisses Dan Orbhi'S suit against Obaseki. Governor Gordon Obaseki, the governor of Edo State, since he won the election, which was Shomole, insists he must not become the governor. Things have not really been well with himself and the leadership of PDP in the state. According to Obaseki, he said some people want to take over the structure, but being the governor of the state, he is supposed to be the head of the party in the state. However, some people think differently. One of such people is Chief Dan Obi. And so court matter don't enter the thing. A lot of issues have come out, and today Supreme Court don't dismiss the case. Now wetin Dan Obi get against Obaseki did not quite stand in court. As court don't dismiss the case before you can say Jack Robinson. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The Supreme Court on Friday ended the leadership tissue in the People Democratic Party PDP Edo chapter with the dismissal of an appeal instituted by the Dan Obi-led faction of the party. The suit is seeking a court order to authenticate the Abdul delegates of election conducted by Dan Obi faction and to invalidate another one conducted by Governor Godwin Obaseki's faction in Edo State PDP. The Apex Court in judgment by Justice Emmanuel Oge held that the issue of leadership by the political party is an internal affair, and as such the court have no jurisdiction. And the appeal the mark number is there. On Monday, Osage, the Supreme Court, said that the appeal lacked merit because it is not jurisdictable. Age, who delivered the unanimous judgment, asked political parties to always adhere strictly to their guidelines, rules, and regulations in order to promote genuine democracy. Obaseki and Obi have been on each other's truth on who controls the party in the state. The Federal High Court, sitting in Benin City on Wednesday, ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to recognize and publish the names of candidates produced by the Governor Gordon Obaseki-led faction of the Edo State PDP as standard bearer of the party in the forthcoming 2023 election. In that judgment delivered by Justice S. Shehu, the court granted all the relief sought by the plaintiffs. The plaintiffs include the party conducted the plaintiffs include the party conduct for Edo South Senatorial District, Matthew Sonny for Orode Federal Constituency, the flag bearer for Akoko Edo Federal Constituency, and Kabiru, among others. Among the relief sought by the plaintiffs was an order of court maintaining the fourth defendant, INEC, to publish the names of the plaintiffs as the valid elected candidates of the Edo PDP for the 2023 general election. The judge noted that based on past decision by the Supreme Court and Court of Appeal, the state chapter of the political party was not empowered by law to conduct party primaries and only the National Working Committee NWC of a party that has the power to conduct party primaries. According to him, there is nothing between the courts to show that the primaries which the 4th to 34 defendant participated were conducted by the National Working Committee of the PDP. Rather, their primaries were conducted by the Edo State chapter of PDP. In my view, the power of INEC under Section 84 of the Electoral Act is limited to monitoring of party primary election and does not extend to the preparing of declaring the results of that election. It remains law. In the light of the foregoing, INEC cannot reply on results prepared by the defendants. So this is what is happening. Governor Godwin Obaseki has won, so to say. Governor Godwin Obaseki has won. So they've ordered INEC to recognize Obaseki's parts. And so there are all kinds of issues going on. And whether you like it or not, Nigerian politics, we all have to be very careful as we watch on and see, and do not allow politicians to make us their bait, because what they do is that they just use the people to a large extent. Most of them, they are very good users. They use the people, so they've said INEC should recognize Obaseki's faction. They use people and they just get away with it. It ought not to be so. Nigerians, we should get wiser and wiser by the day, and do not allow politicians to use us, to conclude whatever they want to do. Let's get wise. Let's make a decision on what we want and move on with it, and stay by what we believe, because politicians will end up being politicians. They will not they will not settle for you or do that which is absolutely right or necessary to move you forward. First of all, they are actually looking out for themselves. And so wisdom, like they say, is profitable to direct. So let's be wise in our conduct with most of these politicians, because again and again, they remain politicians. And the end of it, most of them, for them, is gain. It's not because they want to serve. It's what do I gain? What is a need for me? How do I, is me, myself, and I. Very few of them have the we mentality. Very few of them carry the people along. Very few of them, really care about what happens to the people. Most of them are rather for themselves. And so the days upon us are days where we must begin to align on the position of truth and rise up to the occasion, and do not allow ourselves to be bamboozled by politicians who are actually sorting out themselves. So it is what it is. So let's conduct ourselves and comport ourselves in such a way and manner that moves us to the next level. Yes, Nigerians, remember that every single one of us must continue to do that which we must put in place in order for us to come out of the current predicament. Yes, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now. Bye bye.